Good afternoon, glorious Skyfarers out here still rising up through the ranks and through the skies of Granblue Fantasy versus at Combo Breaker 2023. I'm one of your commentators, Zero, alongside Toph.
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
I'm so back.
And we've actually commentated this game before, not in person.
Not in person. This
online.
is a real individual.
That's right. I'm so excited, man. I'm really pumped to be commentating some Granblue versus right now. Especially just because, this game was very near and dear to my heart. I was playing the mess out of this game, basically. 2021, 2022.
Yeah. Wait, before times. The before times.
Yeah, and it's just, it's been really dope because I just think that the people who have really stuck with this game and really refined it and honed it and you know, people are so good now, and it's just awesome to see the global competition.
Oh yeah, absolutely. EVO was a great eye-opener as far as the competition, because it gets so hard to see that content from overseas. But here, we really got that wake-up call. All right, we thought we knew a thing or two about Granblue, but now we're really trying to explore, especially new mechanics here. A new game on the way, Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. In our first match of the day, I think I just saw Avatar Belial.
I think I saw both Belials. Yeah, we got normal Belial and Avatar Belial.
Yeah, so Monster-girlologist versus ChitownNinja.
Yo, I love, these are two crazy gamer tags. So ChitownNinja, I'm assuming, is local.
You have to, right? I mean, why else would you do that?
Right, that wouldn't make much sense.
it's a bluff.
Monster-girlologist could be from literally anywhere with, with a name like that. Not necessarily. That's a universal.
Right. You could be anyone you want to be.
Exactly.
That's how video games work.
Exactly. Talk to me about, I would say Belial, right? A very common, pretty commonly put in as one of just the strongest characters in the game. Avatar Belial, not nearly as frequently
Very rare, right? Because this character sacrifices his own health to kind of capitalize on the damage output that he could do. Some crazy stuff. I believe it was Ren we saw representing that character at EVO, which was a great sight to see, because we kind of got to see the thought of how Japan approaches it. Whereas over here stateside, you don't see too many. You've seen a couple players, but most default to Belial for the great buttons, great pressure. Avatar Belial here, we're seeing, the pins, multiple pins to kind of cover the skies, full beam as well. Right. It can be very sneaky out here. Ooh, the roll through.
Yeah, just catching the roll through. Yeah, I kind of feel like Belial is sort of a character. They're very different, right? Belial is a character that I think pretty much just kind of has a bit of everything, right? And just no real weak points. Avatar Belial, a very kooky character, I think.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of visual noise out here, kind of trying to maintain that full screen pressure again, and blast through the pins, shutting down ChitownNinja first round for Monster-girlologist.
Yeah, those pins kind of reminiscent of the Beelzebub projectile, right? Kind of a similar vibe.
Yeah, try to jump in. I don't think so. That's gonna be rough. There's the beam, teleport, and still your turn.
Yeah, that's right. And there's this, so the one thing about Avatar Belial is definitely, I would say, pretty good, in a game that's not super duper pressure oriented. Avatar Belial, decent pressure, getting DP right on out though, from ChitownNinja.
Jeez, I don't care what button you pressed on me, I'm still gonna get the hefty sweep. Got the scoop, late tech, it's still my turn. Monster-girlologist really running it over ChitownNinja right now. Yeah,
very convincing set of rounds there. I have to imagine this is kind of a rare matchup, right? I think this is the kind of character where you might be like, I haven't fought this character.
I would be shocked if you ever run into an Avatar Belial. That's how rare. I've seen Avatar Belial out here in the streets, as it were. But yeah, and even still, that went so quick because of the damage output of Avatar Belial. You didn't even get to see any resources spent. That was just
we're back to character select.
Carnage. Okay, Avatar Belial will be going up against whom?
Lowain.
Okay.
Lowain? We got a Lowain swap.
It's been a minute since I've seen Lowain too.
Yeah.
But usually that's because Lowain, I feel like I see more out of the West Coast than I do out here.
Sure. I mean, Buscarluz? Is it pronounced Buscarluz?
Buscarluz.
I'm trying to say that correctly.
Buscarluz, B1.
Definitely, yeah. There used to be a lot of dang, I remember I think Johnny KOF used to play Lowain.
Right.
A little bit of Lowain, a little bit of Gran.
Yeah, definitely lean more towards Gran after a while too. Just, that's the thing. It's you don't see this character, and became really solid over time too. As folks started to explore it, now you have more tools.
Yeah. Lowain's kind of not bad, right?
No, not at all.
I think, I would say that the beginning is kind of haha, this kind of gimmicky character. Okay, but you're going to learn how to block your Draves, you'll be fine. But yeah, no, Lowain, great. I would say just kind of sometimes not great defense, but I would say good offense. Set play.
Oh yeah, hands down. The set play is monstrous, but now you're dealing with an actual monster and Monster-girlologist.
That's right.
My goodness, now you're at that far medium button pressure there. Nice dive in. Still jabbing out. I dare you try to press the button while you're falling.
Okay, ChitownNinja fighting out in the corner. Gets swept though. Ooh, got caught pushing a button or something there. Yeah, I don't know. I almost feel like, because these rounds are going kind of fast.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like maybe, maybe ChitownNinja's trying to fight out of the bad situation just a little bit too, antsy.
Yeah, because we see the cat setup. That's a great call, right? Because you have the beam, you're going to get your approach. But again, Monster-girlologist take it to the skies, immediate eye beams, and able to get these follow-ups. Pressure in the corner. What's your answer? Because you're definitely not parrying out here. Nice delay coverage.
Right, and again, you know what I'm saying? Lots of counter hits coming in with ChitownNinja just trying to push a button, I think, a little too much.
Yeah.
So that's going to be tough.
All right, there's a throw. Plenty of opportunities set up. Goes for
Human pyramid attack. But, you know, I would say human pyramid attack, not a great move to go for when you got this much health.
Yeah.
Because it gives you a lot of super armor, but super armor does not prevent your life from going down.
Especially somebody like Avatar Belial that's going to be putting out a grip of damage on you.
It's just like, well, you can't block now, so I'm going to do a move.
Thanks for this.
Right.
Should have called Mom. I mean, that's what he should have done.
Should have called Mom. Yeah, if anything, should have called Mom. Yeah.
Well, that's a good way to start here. A new character, you know, one of the latest addition to the game outside of, looking forward
Eustace, I guess.
Yeah. Well, no, because they were the last two. It was Avatar Belial and Vera, right?
Oh, and Vera.
The last two.
Okay.
But yeah. Looking forward to seeing some of these new characters coming in from this Granblue Rising.
How have any been announced? I actually have not really been keeping up on the news.
So they just announced some of the new mechanics that will be introduced to Granblue Rising. More utilization out of meter, and we kind of see that trend happening here with this game, right? With shift and also overdrive as well.
Yep.
It seems like you're going to be building up meter a lot quicker as well. They have guard crush opportunities now in the game.
Okay.
Definitely more offense oriented, right? As well,
I actually that is music to my ears. Yeah, I always felt that the one thing that I wish there was more of in Granblue was more unreactable ways to open someone up. Because you can kind of red throw tech in this game and stuff. So that's really cool to hear. I'm very excited for
it'll
that.
be really interesting to see when it's in our hands, right? There's definitely scuttlebutt on the Twitterverse, so some players I don't know. I'm going to play it, but I don't know what it's going to feel like. And I think that's really important. Once you get your hands on, explore it, the options, especially around defense as well. Once you're being brought onto this offensive onslaught, how's that going to look?
Right. Granblue already, I think, a fighting game that's really awesome about having stage control matters. Getting pushed in the corner in this game is bad.
Yes.
It feels bad when you just have to hold someone just pushing really good buttons in your face.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? This game does have a solid balance of offense and defense until, like you said, you get caught in those set play situations in a corner. Belial is definitely one character that can absolutely bully folks in the corner, especially a lot of great buttons. Sora is, though, also another character that could definitely bully on offense, but has a little bit more work to do than what Belial would have to do in some of these far-reaching normals.
Sora's is really interesting. My experience with this character back when I played a lot was I thought this character was kind of trash, right? I was like, and kind of that was the community's vibe.
Right, the community felt that. And
I remember I ended up in a lobby one time with VickiViper, and I got smoked. I was like, I didn't know Sora's could be like this.
Everybody got that sauce in Granblue.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so, I kind of get the idea, right? I think the character has a lot of if he gets kind of his offense going, he can kind of keep this ambiguously plus frame data situation going on. And if you're so I think what we just saw in that last match with ChitownNinja, where ChitownNinja was kind of just a little too antsy, pushing buttons in defense. Sora's will check you for that.
Yes. Sora's is definitely going to be one of those characters too, especially if you've been a Sora's player from this point on. You are patient. You have, or I like to assume, you are patient. You've been through the ringer. You know, you understand when it's your turn, when it's not. Especially too now with the advent of overdrive and install combination with Sora's. I think that's going to be a really powerful tool.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, talk to me about because I think some characters, they are more likely to use their meter for supers, and some characters are more likely to use it on OD or
So it's very interesting to see the balance between early on it felt like East Coast or Midwest was definitely more about hey, let's not use rush. We're definitely going to pop for overdrive. That is going to be our thing. And then kind of West Coast had that feel of let's use rush. And once they started combining those ideologies, you start to see that spread more. And then Evo hit, right? And then we started to see, yo, we can get these confirms off a rush. Backshift is now a really solid tool, like especially on defense. Having backshift available to you when you're being pressured in those corner situations, especially as a character that might not have a reversal, that's such a boon for them. So you inadvertently buff some characters without directly having to touch them.
Sora's might have been one of those characters.
Right, exactly.
For sure, yeah.
So it'll be fun to see, because I do see often like, hey, I'm going to buff up, use my install, or I go for that overdrive and go for, survive the chip damage.
Yes.
Go for the bigger damage that I have there too.
Yes, makes total sense. We're getting into the game right now. Another Belial and Dom. Getting that jump in, max range.
Yeah. Dom and Darkrai. Oh, yes. I was trying to remember who Darkrai played, and thank you, Darkrai, for refreshing me that I had to really pay attention to this Saurus, because it's going to be a wild ride if you can get out of this corner. There's that rush I was talking about too.
That's right. Yeah, and able to fight out with the pressure going. Now, nice challenge there from Dom with the 2L.
And these spot dodges are going to be really important here. Darkrai knows when to bob and weave here.
Yeah, Dom getting some nice little, tick setups off the lights.
Yes, so here's our install. And if you can survive this onslaught, oh my God, here we go, okay.
Actually getting to use the super, that's tight. Done. Just one of the coolest animations of the game. Not gonna kill.
Yeah, one more touch is all that you need. Yeah, and that was so scary right there because, man, I'm looking for that EXDP too, but the overhead finds the mark.
Yeah, you think he did the 2L a little bit early to kind of bait it?
Yeah, to kind of hope out to make sure we could block on the wake up there.
Right.
Just,
Right, like the soft, meaty kind of thing.
Yeah, missed time just a bit.
Right. Yeah, great presence of mind there from Dom to clutch that one out.
Let's go for that variant. Save with your chest. Come on now, but Dom got the punish.
Yeah, Dom just baited it out.
Nice pickup, Asmodeus.
Going for tech throw, gets jumped.
All right, see, Darkrai recognizes the patterns. Good throw, DP. It's all right.
Yeah, very back and forth game right now. Nice reaction on that overhead. Darkrai not going to give him anything. Okay, here's OD. Does not get sidestepped.
Yeah, was already challenging there with the light. Was able to recover in time to get that spot dodge. Whoa, the confirm. We're just trying to catch. Oh, actually, excuse me. Never mind. You're dead.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that was confirmed. That was actually sick. That was just what? That was just 2L super.
Yeah. Got the sweep super.
Was that sweep super?
Sweep into super.
Got it. Yeah, 2H. Damn. Or 2U.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Dom with a pretty. It's funny because 2 really close rounds, but Darkrai not able to close either one of them out.
Yeah. All right, nice jump in. Sometimes it might be the tail too, right? Like, look, Saurus can put in work, but the Belial just needs one solid hit, and they run away with it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
These clash. Tried to stay with your chest right there. That would have been a great call, but unfortunately not active.
Speaking of great call, yeah, that's going to be a lot of damage. That's basically putting Darkrai in like one combo is probably going to do it. Now, I don't know. You got to watch for a lot of things right now. Yeah, just runs up and throws. That's tough.
Yeah, definitely an information overload at that point, right? You're already mentally stacked in that corner, watching for every possibility. The throw is the last thing you're thinking of.
Yeah, it's really tough because, like, once you get, I think that was, like, roughly the life where now even, like, universal overhead's going to kill.
Yes,
and then you're really like, oh, God, I got to watch for everything.
All right, 5
Yeah, just going to EXDP out of that. Dom's had some really good, like, awareness of when to just DP out of the predators. Be like, you know what, enough of this.
Yeah. And like the stagger to mess around and find out, but the crouch end, able to get that solid confirm, a good grip of damage.
Bro, yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Get messed up. Don't mess around and find out once I press his button.
Wow, great challenge there from Darkrai, just waking up with the button.
Okay, got our install. That was a solid roundhouse here from Darkrai, but you got to. Okay, nice anti-air, but wasn't able to get that back up. That would have been fire. That would have been the clippable moment if you had that.
For real, that's gonna do it. Wow, Dom. Not letting Darkrai get on the board there. Darkrai, I think, showing a lot of signs of like, you know, life, but I guess that's kind of the challenge there. Is it kind of feels like making that comeback there with Cerise is almost kind of like a two-step process.
Yeah, you have to, you know, one, establish that you're going to take control of this neutral game, but you're playing against Belial. It's always Belial's neutral game at that point, especially with those long-reaching normals too that against Soares. I think that's like kind of the counterpoint to this matchup, right? It just Belial has much further reach than what Soares needs to get into to get that win condition. So.
Right. And I think for Soares, it's like, you know, doubly on top of that is, I mean, a lot of the time when Dom got put in the Soares pressure, like he actually got some just really like good awareness DPs. Yeah, I've always thought that like having a DP in this game is like it's just very nice.
Yeah,
this is the kind of game you really want to have a DP.
Let me tell you, as a Lancelot Belial player, having those DPs, the teleport DP for Lancelot, just being able to EX, get out of the trouble.
Because I actually just aesthetically, like, I really wanted to play Zeta. I really did, but I was like, I don't know how I feel about her reversal, so I couldn't do it. And I know it's like such a cop. It's like such a, but it's a thing.
It's a thing. You gotta feel it when you're picking your character for the first time. The character has to speak to you. You
want to know that they can do what you need them to do.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
But next up, we will have VickiViper stepping up to the plate here. She'll be here in just a moment with Morrttimer.
VickiViper and Morrttimer. Okay.
Vicky, please. I know they can't hear us in the house, but Vicky, come on, send the tweet later.
Oh, okay. I couldn't even. It was a little blurry, so I wasn't even sure if there was. I thought she might have just been asleep. I didn't see the phone. But it's like, when are these players gonna get done so I can play my match?
Take it. Already fell asleep watching Belial smoke. Okay. All right. Up here, about to lock in. Back there, I'm pretty sure that's the St. Louis flag back there, right? I always get it wrong every single time.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I didn't even see that at first.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to tell from this angle, I'm not going to lie to you.
That might mean Adventures over there on Strive.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, actually, it's been a minute. Yeah, so Gita, I thought so. Oh, no, that would have been for Morrttimer. Mortimer's on Gita. I think Vicky plays Gita too, right? Chat, I apologize.
It'd be cool to see a Gita mirror, to be honest with you.
You know, who's got the better fundies in neutral? I get that.
Yeah, I've always thought Gita was like a really dope character.
Yeah. Especially like the difference from Gron, right? They could have easily just been like, you know what, let's make this Gron 2.
Reskin.
And just...
And she's really not.
No, she's not. Like there's some button familiarity there, right? But also like her toolkit in general is just very different. One, a Rekka, and she's going to be terrifying and rising, being able to high-low with that Rekka.
Oh, I saw that. Yes, that is a good point. Yeah, like you were saying, I think it's going to be a Yule pick here from VickiViper.
Yeah. Okay.
Yule, another, like, I would say, like, pretty offensively oriented character.
Yes,
right?
Yes, yeah. A lot of her stronger routes started off with just anti-airs, and they were big. And then, of course, like, kind of frame trap scary, and a lot of knowledge checks from Yule. We don't see her often much anymore. It's kind of leaned into Matera's been like a heavy pick lately, especially Gita, as well as if we're talking like success rate. And then Percival kind of been growing as well too.
Percival for sure.
Honestly, Percival has been considered like top tier in the last couple conversations I've had.
Yeah, I think Percival's always been like at least pretty good.
Yeah. Percival have been solid, and then of course like maybe like there are other characters that outshine Percival. And that's the interesting thing about Granblue versus like. A lot of characters do really well, but then there's one or two things that other characters really shine above the rest.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, I remember even for Percival, it's like, like, he's got all of the solid stuff that you kind of expect out of, like, one of the knight-type characters or whatever, but, like, on top of all that, him having, like, a command grab.
Yes.
Like, that alone, I think, is like pretty awesome because now when you get on top of them, you can really enforce like true strike throw, like untechable,
Yes.
Yeah, Yule is interesting. There was a period I know where Gamera, I believe, was using Yule as a counter pick for Fairy. Because, I think Gita Fairy can be kind of a struggle matchup.
Okay.
And like with Yule, I guess, her neutral is good enough and her rushdown's kind of good enough that you have a somewhat of an easier time getting in. I'm not sure if he really, does that anymore.
Right.
That was when I saw the most Yule gameplay.
Gamera, yeah.
Right.
No, I vaguely remember that one as well too, because I think Gamera still kept up with that maybe at Evo. I know I saw a Gobert matchup at Evo, and I apologize.
I think he might have switched to like Vera in that since because this is before Vera.
That's what happened. That's what happened. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. 5-8 does get a solid record confirmed as well.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta love that. That's just spacing. I love that. Okay, just waking up with the DP, get off of me.
Goes for the stance swat. Nice. Deceivingly far-reaching flip kick there.
Yes, yeah, like definitely like kind of got a whip punish out of that one. Runs up and throws. Morrttimer.
Right?
Yeah, honestly, some really nice like whiff punishes that round.
That's the thing too. Like I said, Yule definitely one of those knowledge check characters by this point. You know, especially in the competition of Granblue. Like, we understand Yule, but now you're looking at the player aspect of it on top of it. Ooh, with throw, not going to get punished.
Ooh. Oh my goodness, what was that throw?
Yeah, Vicky has not been close enough to get any of these throws on Morrttimer yet.
Yeah, kind of like ran up but didn't run up far enough. I feel like.
Yeah.
You know?
Back dash into stance. There we go. Oh, let's get this punish. No! Yeah,
that's a shame. Even gonna eat the overdrive damage from the activation there. Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
But immediately removes overdrive off the playing field from Morrttimer.
Yeah, very clutch.
Oh, geez, wait a minute here. Looking a little messy right now at this corner presence. Vicky really in trouble. What confirmed is all. Oh, that should have been it.
I think. Well, okay. I guess the thing is that Rekka was on cooldown. So
true.
Yeah. And Morrttimer is going to close that one out. That got dicey. They were like, you have the corner. No, you have the corner. You know, there was some sketchy stuff.
Let's breathe for a moment here, everybody. Take a drink of water if you need to.
I think for Vicky, like, you know, you just gotta forget about that, right? You gotta like, don't dwell on the fact that, I had the DP punish, you know, but you know.
Yeah, and Vicky, she's, you know,
just gotta move on.
No slouch in the fighting game community, of course, so well versed across the history of fighting games. So she's used to this kind of territory here, but gotta tighten up some of these strings.
Yes. Ooh, yeah, nice. Good fireball usage there from Morrttimer.
And blew up a counter there from Morrttimer, though, too. Able to find that perfect spacing right in your face. We're still pressing.
Yeah, yo.
Okay.
Yeah, good wake up.
Stanced up, and there we go. That check, right? The 2L.
That was kind of what you were saying in terms of the knowledge check situation, right? There's a nice, good walk-up throw there off the 2Ls.
Oh, no spot dodge. Gonna hold that damage there.
Ooh, man, that's far 8, right? I feel like, yeah, Morrttimer has been just getting some really, really nice confirms at that exact range. Yeah,
and you know what's nice is that, like, if you have a solid game plan, especially with Gita, you know you have your BMB, getting those confirms off 5H is a fine game plan to have because you're eventually going to fish for it, get that solid hit. Probably 50% is gone on your opponent's life bar with the correct route.
Yeah, correct, yeah. Gita definitely has, man, I remember, yeah, there's like so many ways to, and I think she's also one of the characters that's really good about like when she does her full like optimal combos, she cycles her cooldowns really, really like efficiently.
Exactly.
So you get everything back exactly when you need it.
Right. All right, trying to check, that was the medium. Nice, 5H confirmed, EX Rekka got the knockdown at the very least. But again, Vicky ready to DP.
Yeah, Vicky, honestly, there's been a lot of spots where, yeah, I almost feel like maybe just bait DP at a certain point.
Yeah.
Okay, wake up. Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot, like I said, a lot of them. Oh, no punish there, huh?
Yeah, real quick, that 2L.
That's getting punished.
All right, Swab, you should be able to hold his corner. Try to go for a raw overhead, but we haven't established the force of crouch block. Flash. There we go. No.
Not enough to kill.
Yeah, that could have been it, though. Had all your resources and skills. 2-0 victory for Morrttimer, and Vicky will be going down.
And it was honestly, that situation happened like 4 or 5 times that set with like the, like them getting pushed to that exact range from, you know, kind of Yule's rush move.
Yeah.
Morrttimer challenging with the 2L, and then like, and then Morrttimer just does like 2L, like 4H.
Yeah.
And like Vicky's pushing a button. And like, I feel like, man, in Granblue, like, especially in like, you know, two out of 3 tournament sets, you got to identify those situations like so fast.
Yes.
Like, if you lose that situation like once, you got to be like, oh, he's pushing like far H here because that's like a third of your health.
Yeah, exactly. Like the damage that you receive from one mistake, like it's so costly in a 2 out of 3 game.
Yeah, especially if it recurs.
Yes.
Like if you make that same, like if you don't catch on to the fact that like that's happening.
Yeah.
It's like so bad.
Yeah, and then one big call out here too is the usage of overdrive here.
Correct.
You know, because we did see a lot of that coming coming out of Gita, time and time again, Vicky wasn't ready for those spot dodges, right? So like either she wouldn't bait it out. We saw the 2 Ls coming out here. We knew that this could have been a possibility. This is that next step. And of course, Vicky plays a ton of fighting games. So trying to dissect all that information across each game is
so
a very difficult thing to do in this day and age. But,
I know Vicky was like in, KOF.
Yeah.
Before this, there's obviously a gazillion. Crofts was telling me that this combo breaker, I think, is setting a new record in terms of number of games that are being run.
Ooh.
Apparently.
Okay.
Like if you look at the Star GG, I mean, they're like, I don't know, I forget that it's 20 something, I think. Games that are officially on the tournament.
Wow. Yeah, so, and that's counting too, like the side games, the older games as well. Thanks to. The arcade team over there.
Yes, mystery game.
Yeah, mystery game.
Well, if you count mystery game, then that's already like
hundreds of games.
Right. So, it's an awesome, for people, who have never been to like an IRL like major or whatever, maybe you got into fighting games during COVID. Combo Breaker, I mean, an awesome first one to check out.
Yes.
The first one I attended was last year.
Oh.
Because it's just always been on the same weekend as Fanime, and I'm from NorCal.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right?
All right, fair.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been seeing tweets of Fanime going on around, so that makes sense.
Yeah, Fanime. Shout out my Fanime viewers. Shout out everyone watching from the Fanime hotel room. Shout out everybody watching from MomoCon. That's also this weekend, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
North might be this weekend too. Did I make that up, or is that's coming up? I don't know.
Sure.
Anyway.
I'll follow that one. But yeah, here we are at Combo Breaker 2023, and yeah, my first one was the first Combo Breaker. I think it was
awesome.
2015 or 16. But like to see it grow from that point, it was in. Gosh, I'm trying to remember the hotel. I think it was like right across the street from like Crown Plaza. Thank you.
Okay.
I thought so. Yeah. So it was the Crown Plaza to see it go into Pheasant Run, and my goodness, Pheasant Run was such a treat to go into. But this space in particular is such a great representation of the fighting game community. Getting to explore the other games as well. You can go right across the hall, play some older games.
They got mahjong upstairs. They got a chess area that chess.com provided, a chess booth. There's a bunch. It was full. There were literally there were 40 people. There were like 20 boards. There were 40 people playing chess earlier when I went up there. I was like, damn, everyone's playing.
Nice.
So there's a gazillion games here. Okay. It's so dope.
If you want to play video games, some fighting games, you'll be here. And of course, MusketGiggity up against UberCheesecake. That's going to be, of course, a great one to see here.
Yeah. Sorry, is this Fairy Ladiva?
Ladiva, yes.
Fairy
Ladiva. Thank you. I brain farted on Ladiva. I was like, what is this character's name? No, it's Ladiva. Thank you. You got me unstuck.
So if you're a Ladiva player, generally speaking, you're not that happy to run into a Fairy player. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. This is not a good time. UberCheesecake has been here time and time again, though. And they are ready to scoop one more time for me, Uber.
Oh, went for it. I think he heard you.
Let Musket know why you're called the UberCheesecake. But this is the pressure we're worried about here. Got the GG set up. Stay over there for me, please.
Yeah, Musket kind of is. This is the range you kind of want to be at with Fair, right? Oh! Larry across the screen.
Oh, that's a wrap.
You are dead. Yeah.
That's a wrap. Show the power of love. That's why they call him UberCheesecake.
Beautiful. I mean, yeah, that was nothing but well played, right? I mean, you gotta take if the opportunity is presented to you in neutral in this matchup, you gotta take that.
Oh, absolutely.
Every day of the week. Nice sweep. Damn. Catching the startup on some whip normal, I guess.
Ooh, headbutt. Ooh, not taking a shot. That's okay. Now you gotta guess. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Nice spot on, but yeah, there was gonna be a counter at the end of that. Wow. Yeah, MusketGiggity cannot establish anything right now.
This is the moment you look back to your friend. Y'all said this is my favorite.
That's crazy.
Said, don't put the camera on me. I'm going to try power low.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wait, that's Uber. My bad.
Which one was Uber?
This is the one with the power of love. Of course.
Got it. MusketGiggity's having a good time.
Oh, yeah, still laughing.
You know, because some people, when they're getting checked by Ladiva, they're not having a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Some people, it's stressful, right? Rightfully.
Any grappling. Look, you're going up against somebody that has a Zangief pin. I believe that is Marissa as well.
Oh, yeah, that's yeah. That's Marissa. Yeah, true. I didn't recognize it. Nice roll forward. Yeah, I mean, UberCheesecake doing a good job getting into that range, right?
Yeah.
Nice with the sweep.
Yep, hold the GG setup. And you know what? What's interesting here is that Musket is just kind of waiting for GG to activate before applying pressure. And by that point, Uber doesn't have to worry about too much. It's already got the block set up anyway.
Right, right. This is a much more fairy. I mean, this is a fairy round so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not to say UberCheesecake can't get on top of MusketGiggity, make something happen. Okay, nice roll in.
I mean, that max range too.
Yeah.
Coast to coast, and oh my God, the spot dodge did not get scooped.
Offensive spot dodge. Oh, jumps into the little frame.
As we say, it's GG.
GG. That's right. UberCheesecake trying to make it a GG.
Nice roll through, got close, but not close enough for the scoop. That's okay, you spot dodge late. I got a sweep, block the up dog. Nice pickup. Toss.
Yeah, that's a big punish. Yeah, is that like a frame kill with the universal overhead there? That's kind of cool. I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
you know, on the knockdown.
Yeah, because I haven't seen that much either.
Yeah, UberCheesecake might just know something we don't. And it's crazy, like that MusketGiggity round, you know, took a good bit of time, you know, kind of zoning, whittling down the Ladiva health bar. That round was like 20 seconds flat, you're done.
Yeah, exactly. A couple scoops is all it took. Nice. Speaking of scoops, got your own there, but GG too far away to help you out. Nice confirm. You're in the perfect range. The cross chop, there's no escape on the jump. EX and butts.
Yeah, that's a full combo.
Yes.
And the setup. Yeah, that's gotta be some kind of frame kill.
Yeah,
that's cool. Another nice sweep. Fairy sweep always just been a fantastic move. Yeah, but you got swing on out of there. I like that.
All right, fine. Again, this max range that UberCheesecake is finding is immaculate. Same with the power of love. It's a wrap. And that'll do. You're going to learn why it's UberCheesecake on Ladiva out here. MusketGiggity still in this, I believe. That was just the first round of winner's side of this bracket here, folks. And look, we're taking to the skies and seeing some glorious times out here. MusketGiggity's fairy definitely getting taken to the skies.
Yes. Right there. Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, there's this level of understanding I think you have to have, because if you're, you know, the onus is really on UberCheesecake there to know when it's time to try to punch through the wall, right?
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, and I just think that like every moment where there was like a question as to like, can Ladiva maybe fight through this? Like, I feel like UberCheesecake made the right decision.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Of like, I'm pretty sure a lot of those approaches were definitely knowledge checks in the space, because the fact that we got these far ranges as well too. At the range, like maximum range, it was perfect. Yeah. So it was definitely a notice of like, okay, cool. You don't know my range, you know, especially with the sweeps. How often? Because sometimes the meme is Ladiva likes to wake up to you, but this, in this case, to you in neutral, like you see Leo do it in Guilty Gear Strive. Like that's basically what's happening here, and still able to close that gap. And every single time we got in the west side of the screen, there was no escape. Despite having EXDP on deck, still UberCheesecake maintained control. Yeah, so many of those rounds, it felt like were, you know, they played out in a very similar way, which was Fairy got walked back into the corner or just kind of bulldozed in the corner. Right. And then could just never get out. Yeah. And that's tough, especially having that reversal. Like, you can get out from a grappler with a reversal. That was the other thing, was, you know, actually very little DP usage from Giggity, which I get. I mean, you know, you're trying to sort of be, that just kind of means that in terms of the wake-up RPS, that means that UberCheesecake basically had MusketGiggity playing by, you know, in the palm of his hand. Yeah, exactly. Right? Like, that's the, you know. Oh, can I DP? Oh, I don't know. Like, not. What if he blocks it? Oh, God, I'm getting thrown. Yeah, you know. By the time, you know, the moment of hesitation could definitely cost you an entire round, that's for sure. Yeah, you definitely don't want to be caught trying to hesitate in front of a grappler like Ladiva. That's indeed for sure. Z is up next against Langston here. Oh, wow. So that'll be fun, Z. We just saw on the block here before us. Now you're going to see that they can prove that they know what they're talking about here. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Sid's been playing the game for, you know, basically since launch, I think. Yeah. Playing for a really, really long time. Yeah, this is going to be a good one for sure. Yep, going back to that Cheetah, of course, with Langston. I believe it's on the Percy. Yep, it is. Two strong characters.
You know, two characters that I think are considered, you know, pretty solid, like top tiers.
Yeah,
no real weaknesses.
Yeah, Percy is definitely one of those characters that has definitely received a few glow-ups here throughout the couple years of Granblue, and
what are some of the more recent ones? Do you know?
Recent glow-ups?
Yeah, for Percival. I mean, I know that he's considered very strong now, and wasn't always, but I don't know what the specific changes were.
I think it's just he's always had this solid toolkit, right? We're talking like like we were talking about earlier, you do have that command grab availability as well, so you kind of get those tick throw setups, but also the way he kind of approaches a neutral, right? Like he's got those far-reaching normals, easy confirms, big damage too.
Big damage. I think really not a set play character by any means, but I think his pressure is very reliable. Even just flame loops, like it's like pretty good.
Yeah,
you know, after all these years,
especially too being able to build up stocks.
Yes.
More reliable now too. Nice, fast air here.
Yeah, can't go for the full Rekka. Gonna get punished if you go for that. Ooh, yeah, nice bow tag.
Yeah,
they both go for it. Getting out range, like you were saying, Percy with some awesome range on him.
Yeah, those solid pokes, you're able to get that fast air confirm as well. And it's a grip of damage. You don't need to spend any more after the fact. With the command grab, but no solid punish here from C.
Yeah, I almost feel like Xiei could have done the because he did his jump in like a little bit early with the jumping in. And I think he could have probably just waited a little bit and gotten a full combo off that.
2H rush confirmed. You know what? Yeah, that is also a great factor too. Having rush in your back pocket to extend your combo. With a character like Percy being able to stack on damage, especially if you got some stocks available.
Yeah, being able to like use it, you know, just to confirm in spots like that is awesome. When you've got that much range already on your confirmable normals.
There you go. Look, and just Langston being patient. I just wait until you open up. I'll keep poking. I don't need to overcommit.
Right.
And you're still walking down because it's a forward advancing normal.
Woo! I love the way Langston is approaching the pressure game too. Of like, you know, you can't get out of the corner. So much damage from Xiei trying to escape the corner with the jump.
But this is stocked up 4 times. Oh, that could have been any. Look, that's like if you see Soul Bad Guy run up on you for full screen and say, what's happening? You're going to run up DP, maybe wild throw, 5K? I don't know, man.
I don't know. Yeah, Langston, I feel like Langston having a little bit of fun at the end.
Yeah.
Just kind of like seeing what he could get away with. That was really, really sick.
And sometimes that's what you need to do, is condition that opponent to look out for particular things. That opens up the bigger possibilities that you're looking for. EXD.
Yeah, speaking of big possibility, that's just going to be a free punish from that DP from CSG to... Okay, good challenge there with 2Ls. Wow, just kind of runs into Langston's arms.
That was a counter hit. Should have been able to have follow-up there.
Could have been some.
All right, nice. Stagger pressure there will open up Z. Yeah, this is tough. Langston.
Yeah, Langston looking super solid.
Yeah. All right, going for some charges here on unique action from Vegeta.
I feel like I don't see that too often.
No, not at all, really. For Grand, that's one thing.
Yeah, definitely. Nice confirmed there. Just okay, DP. That was gonna work. Establish some space here.
Nice.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, just back to the corner.
It's so threatening. Here's my gun flam. I'm gonna keep poking.
That was an attempted air throw from Langston.
Yes.
Not gonna connect with that, but yeah, I gotta tell you, that 0-2 like hat that Langston's wearing, really, that's almost like psychological warfare. You know, it's like, hey, don't mind me. I'm terrible. I'm trash. You're not gonna have any problems.
If I had $1
and
every time I heard that.
Oh my god. I know. I'm saying the last combo breaker, I'm around in my stride pool. Someone was like, oh yeah, I don't even really. I don't know. I've never played this game.
Yeah.
Like the first thing that happens is they like, you know, instant block my Rekka, and I was like,
It's a freak accident.
Yeah.
You know, who'd have thought?
Who'd have thought? I was like, get out of town. Just get out of town.
You know, who'd have thought we'd have another ad break coming up after that set, too? And we certainly do have one loaded up for you, so don't go away. We do have more Granblue Fantasy Versus action right after this. All right, Toph, we have a very serious situation on our hands right now. It's superbly serious. Folks at home, make sure you keep your eyes open. We're missing this individual. Have you seen Nicholas anywhere? We're looking for this individual.
Man.
Nicholas, Sentai Warrior, has a giant robot, not in Granblue Fantasy Versus. If you see this man, please call Xiei Games and get them implemented into Granblue Fantasyverse. I greatly appreciate it. But welcome back, in the meantime, to Combo Breaker 2023.
So you're Nicholas Waiting Room?
I am Nicholas Waiting Room. That's got to be... Look, everyone else got their character, right? Your dolphin is here, you know?
Yeah.
Sand dolphin, whatever you want to look here. Where's Nicholas, y'all?
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. There's definitely a lot of really dope characters.
There is.
I'm not super clued into the Granblue like lore in terms of that, you know, aspect. Even though I do have a lot of buddies that play a lot, so I kind of ask them, you know, about the lore every now and then.
It's a surprise every single time they introduce new characters. Like, yo, this character's cool. There's no way they could top this, and the next character's cool.
Yeah. So 2 characters that we've seen on stream already. We got Lowain, of course. Lowain's still a character with, you know, a decent amount of representation. But I think a character whose like community perception is probably morphed, I would say, in a sense.
Yeah, so that's SJRC Bonbei versus Plank Trails Ruric. And you know what? Trails of series, I hear is phenomenal. There's so many of them.
Yes.
I want to pick one up. It looks really cool.
Yeah, I think, is it Trails of Cold Steel?
Trails of Cold Steel has like 4 parts, and Trails of Zero, Trails Return to Azure, or something like that.
My goodness.
Lots of cool stuff.
They got all kinds of trails. Yeah, I haven't really messed with any of those, but I am an RPG fan, so maybe I should. Maybe I should.
Ooh, okay, neutral drum, Bonbei trying to get out. She does succeed here. I thought those were anchovies, asparagus sticks for 9s.
Yeah, but they're just cool looking green. Yeah, those are tight. Okay, so we got our first Yggdrasil summon of the stream.
Yes, and that life deficit, right? You're trying to play that catch-up in. Ruric, please!
Caught a little unaware. Dang, yeah, that turned around really fast. So that is a, you know, you just got to know the, you know, the defense.
And Ruric does know. To my knowledge, Ruric knows. Maybe it's been a minute since you've encountered it. He did get caught in the sky. It's hard to deal with.
Yeah, and then I will say this. Usually the way it works is it's smooth sailing, but if you get hit once, you kind of get thrown off.
Yes.
And then it's kind of really hard to recalibrate.
The timing is so important in Yggdrasil super. Nice, makes the approach, got the scoop, and set it back up the cat bot. And this is a set play we're looking for here from Lowain. Homies are on deck. Unfortunately, going to get locked down, though, in this corner.
Yeah. Great. Okay, yeah. I mean, it worked the first time. We're going to try it again. But this time, Ruric's grounded and not, you know. Actually, Dion coming out. Sidestep it. Oh, that was the same exact sequence in the first round that Bonbei did, which was the earth spikes, and then on the wake up, I think Ruric just missed the timing on the lava.
Yeah,
which you have to spot dodge.
Yes, have to spot dodge lava, or you can try to jump out, but then again, you put yourself in a very risky situation.
Right.
Of like,
if they throw like orb or something, that's not good. So I would say just spot dodge it.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the better call. You gotta. Yeah. It's so easy once you get used to the timing. I say easy, but again, like sometimes you're in the zone, right? You forget that next step.
So I don't know if they ever change this. The one option that because you can practice against the computer Yggdrasil, and that is, I would say, pretty good. There's one version of Earth Spikes that the computer Yggdrasil doesn't do. Because I think there's like 2 distances you can do the Earth Spikes at, right? Like there's one that's like kind of closer and one that's further, if you know what I'm talking about. So I remember when I practiced it with the CPU a lot, and then I played people, and that one Earth Spikes would catch me off because I'm like, oh, I forgot that you can do that.
I didn't know that the CPU did not do that.
There's like, there's one option it doesn't do.
Okay.
Yeah, so that might even be what's going on, but.
Missile barrage here. Oh, that could have been actually a 2H from Bonbei. Would have gotten a pickup. Yes. Would have removed overdrive.
Oh, and Bonbei, not getting an opportunity, might have actually been going for the, you know, Skybound Art input, because at 100% meter, it was definitely worth going for, but I don't know, I think, I probably got caught waking up with the input or something, you know?
Got that throw after calling in the homies. DP, get off me, and we're going to charge up, but still got scooped with the awesome sauce to the corner.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, good blocks from Ruric, just kind of withstanding the pressure.
Oh, nice. Again, not falling for the stagger pressure here from Bonbei, but again, you're still caught in the corner. Yeah,
Ruric can't really reestablish. Bonbei, she's just kind of, you know, maintaining the pressure right now. Nice. Usage of the rough there to get out of the corner.
There's an EXT people.
Oh, that's damage.
Try to tech a throw in Granblue Fantasy Versus, you lose your life.
How dare you? Okay,
nice blocking this time.
Spot dodge it. Nice timing.
Oh, Oh, not this one though. There's the spot. There we go.
That's the defense we like to see, but a little bit. It was only like that was one of the going to be like the last or the second to last move, but yeah, Lightning does a ton of chips, so you'll see people. If you have a lot of life, you can just block because it's like okay, nothing that bad's gonna happen.
Exactly.
But if you're kind of low on life, then you need to go for the spot dodge, and it's a much tighter timing than spot dodging the lava.
Right. Well, at least Ruric seems to be learning the process here. At least like, okay, look, I've seen this. Time to play the, the dance, the Mario Party, as it were. But now you got this pressure again. Catbot not gonna do much except for that TP getting shut down by the homies coming through.
Yeah, Ruric set some great, DPs to kind of shut down the Loane offense.
Oh, yeah, let's overdrive. Yeah, that was late, or actually early on that spot dodge here for Bonbei. Yggdrasil, again, this is the most Yggdrasil I've seen from Low Wayne in this version of the game.
Every single round has gone to Yggdrasil. So, okay, spot dodge, nice. Jump in, you got 2 more reps. No, okay, it blocks it.
We're okay. And in overdrive, because we're overdrive, the chip damage does not come through.
Wow, good anti-air usage right there. Ruric did sort of figure out the Yggdrasil minigame, but it did enough damage that I think even if it didn't outright close the round out, Bonbei was able to kind of spiral the life lead.
Yeah, it was, man, and unfortunately, this is one of those games, it's 1st to 2, so you get blown up pretty quickly, but also you have the time to play that defense because of the pacing of Granblue versus anyways.
Okay, hear me out, for the Granblue community out there, I think it would be really cool. Do you remember that thing back in the day where you could try to block the Milia doing Bad Moon or Haircar? And it's like, it's like a flash game. You know what I'm talking about? It's like a flash game you play in your browser, and you can practice blocking Bad Moon Rising and Haircar, which, by the way, is impossible. No one can do it. If you think someone can do it on reaction, they're lying to you. But anyway, someone should make a flash game, not Flash, whatever the modern, web framework is.
Recipes Flash.
Exactly. Of blocking Yggdrasil. I actually think that'd be very useful.
Yeah, it's been really interesting to see, community built things, too, because, like, the KI Bible, essentially, that they wrote out. They also have a breaker minigame in there as well. So you can see the window and do different timings for shadow breakers.
Very cool.
So that would be interesting as well. To get used to. I think, why is it just not a minigame? Oh, you know what? They do have Fall Guys coming to Granblue Rising. So what if it were the Survive Yggdrasil
Survive Yggdrasil, and then imagine it's on a, imagine every rep of the thing, it goes up by 1.
Yeah,
and it's like, and you compete, and then like the best, and then there's going to be some guy who just like is cracked in it that goes like 5,000 reps. He's blocking, he's spot dodging the lava for 5,000 reps. That'd be tight.
Yo, what's the Granblue soccer bracket? That's what we got.
Tell me, what is that?
They
got a soccer?
Yeah, they got the soccer minigame coming in.
No
of course,
way.
like we saw the Fall Guys minigame.
I love what they're doing with I think that's what I think people are really excited, even for SF6, right? I think that it was really cool when SF6's like story mode and stuff got announced, because people are like, wait, this shows that you're putting a lot of love into this title. Yeah, and it's so important too, especially for new players coming into it, or even just players that aren't coming to an event like this. Yeah, you at least have something else to do in the game. Exactly, I think that's really cool. Yeah,
it's almost like the Fortnite-ification of Street Fighter.
Hey, whatever it takes.
Yeah. I mean,
whatever it takes.
I get to go through a story mode and beat up whomever in Metro City, and then also acquire the skills of my favorite fighters in Street Fighter. Plus, what a great way to onboard to seeing if you like a character or not. Like, oh, I want to try Guile for the first time. Let me learn some of those moves. Right. Don't like them? All right, let me learn some of Ken's moves then.
Yeah, it's pretty tight.
Yeah.
Going into, I think this is ChitownNinja again, right? So ChitownNinja, is it going to be Avatar Belial again? We got a Vazaraga on one side.
Whoa. The first Vazaraga.
Oh, okay, so straight to Loane.
Oh, okay, all right.
What's he talking about? Man,
He's a big old pineapple?
Spiky on the outside, sweet on the inside.
Oh.
I love that. Dude, Lohane's dialogue is top notch, bro.
I love that it's just like a story that they're exaggerating in the bar.
They've never, no fight that Lohane's a part of is actually canonical. It's all stuff he made up. Vazaraga. Okay, so
It's gotten better.
Vazaraga has gone way up in the tier list, to my
Yeah.
knowledge. I don't actually know what's changed. Like when I was playing, the character was considered kind of low tier.
Yeah, it's just very difficult for that character to get in. Oh my god. Yeah, I say that and you watch him zoom halfway across the screen.
Yeah. I mean, even back then, I remember, like, you know, people would be telling me Vazaraga was bad, and then I'd be watching LBC, and Fame is just killing people every week, and I'm like, I don't know. But,
oh, geez, caught it. That
yo,
should have been a really good confirm for ChitownNinja, but unfortunately, weird positioning there.
yeah, definitely weird positioning. That was like the hidden missiles coming in or something.
Yeah.
Okay, nice first round for ChitownNinja. In contrast to Bonbei, right? I think we have not seen any Yggdrasil usage from ChitownNinja.
Yeah, no, not quite. But especially too, like, I think if you're in control, you're not going to hit the eject button so fast.
Right.
Like, I want this resource potentially for overdrive or HPA is definitely the go-to.
HPA is, I think HPA is just harder to block. It's, yeah, pretty. I think that's the one you use if you're winning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
nice.
yeah, nice.
Easy, awesome sauce confirmed.
Ooh, big clap there.
Unfortunately, the homie is down.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a punish.
Catbot, nice dodge on the beam though by taking the jump.
Okay.
Yggdrasil, there we go.
Yeah, kind of a good time to do it. I don't know if you can punish the. Yeah, no. Flood Bunny's going to be fine.
Like, you can do damage to Yggdrasil, but it's not going to kill.
Exactly.
So then you have to wait for her to go back in order to finish.
Has the time to consume some food. Good spacing there from ChitownNinja, but still in the corner.
Fluffy Bunny.
Fluffy Bunny can only get hit like once though.
Well,
not even
unless
once.
they pop overdrive. But got the kill. Yeah, 'cause if you pop overdrive, you get that opportunity. I feel like potentially Fluffy was fishing for that opportunity, but also it's that coin toss like, hey, you know, I just might be able to kill here. Like, let me commit.
Right.
Ooh. Okay, so got that whip punish.
Yeah, big knockdown activating the armor. Ooh. That looked like Universal Overhead startup or something.
Okay, stomp the yarn, of course. Nice.
Walking him down.
Poke there, got the confirm.
Get that tank out of there. Oh, that's another knockdown. Scary spot to be in right now. Vazaraga with the buff. Oh, scoops.
Yo, it was a big yellow warning. Something is happening.
Yes.
Look, brave little ChitownNinja.
Wow.
Or ChitownNinja, excuse me.
All right. Yeah, I mean, weathering the storm from ChitownNinja's, you know, Yggdrasil usage and stuff, close first round.
Yeah.
Round two, Fluffy Bunny just kind of on top of things with the Vazaraga.
Yeah, absolutely. Gosh, that was the first game, too. That felt like it was the whole second game.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty back and forth. Nice.
Good challenge.
Yeah, good contest there.
See, and like off of the sound effect too, right? You hear the sound effect of the overhead coming. 5A has definitely been the go-to for a lot of players that are definitely really active, like well aware, listening to what's going on.
Yes, yeah, for sure. Yeah, the more, I think in this game, like, the more of your defense you can do on reaction, the better.
Yeah.
Like, then you don't get so, you know, for example, on throw techs, you know, I think the players that are really disciplined about trying to red tech on reaction, at least that way you never get, like, run up universal overhead and you hit 60%.
Exactly. Look, I feel safer pressing 5A, or 5L rather,
Right.
than trying to detect the throw. All right, into
Fluffy
the corner
Bunny.
we go. Fluffy, yeah, definitely in control here.
Very much so. And it's funny, in neutral, I would say I'm impressed by a lot of ChitownNinja's decision making. The spacing has actually been pretty good.
Yeah.
Against a character like Vazaraga, not an easy character to space around because his sight is bigger than two people. ChitownNinja not doing a bad job overall, but I think the pressure has just been really overbearing.
Yeah, we're trying to get these setups here, especially with Catbot, Fluffy Bunny utilizing some of this armor from Vazaraga here to get these hits.
Yeah, that's right. That's, you see that, like, that dark smoke rising off of, right there, activating.
Nice check here.
Great check.
Beautiful timing on the parry here from ChitownNinja. Nice reset, the string there goes for that little delay. But this confirms the Skybound Heart will get the kill.
Yeah,
Fluffy
that's
Bunny.
gonna do it. Grind him up.
Jeez. How often do you see a Skybound Heart from Vazaraga?
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. I haven't seen that animation in a while. That one always reminded me of the Nash With the you know, making a Loane smoothie right there. Yeah, well played to Fluffy Bunny. We got to see ChitownNinja. Unfortunately, we saw ChitownNinja both of the losses, which was tough on the stream. We got the winners lost and the losers lost. It's true. But I'm sure ChitownNinja was putting in work off stream.
Yeah, absolutely. To make it this point in the bracket, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, but going with Loane on this one too, and I think that one is so hard because you have Avatar Belial and then you have Loane.
Yeah, for Vazaraga, I mean, I could not pretend to know like what Avatar Belial versus Vazaraga is like. You know, I don't have any opinions on that.
It might have been the other way around. They were the Belial, right? Because Avatar Belial won. Did we play ourselves on that one?
Maybe you're right.
Chat, let us know.
Well, either way.
Dudeakoff, though, is up next to UberCheesecake. We know UberCheesecake won.
UberCheesecake is back, yes. And we know UberCheesecake is going to be grappling.
Yes. Yeah. Grappling with Dudeakoff here.
Dudeakoff. Spelled with the cough like KOF.
What country is GBR?
Great Britain.
Thank you.
Almost said Gibraltar.
The Trade Center? I'm so sorry. I don't know why I didn't put together Great Britain.
Yeah, I was like, like Overwatch?
We're going to Gibraltar? Huh.
Yeah, we're going to Gibraltar. we got the big Willy cam?
Okay. I got a little jump scare for that. I thought we zoomed in on someone's head. And I was like, yo, cameraman is sleeping, but Big Willy is sleeping. Big chillin'.
I want to see the, I feel like we're getting a nice shot of the midsection.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
The breathing, the calmness.
Right. Like, is he sleeping maybe?
Oh, yeah.
No, it's probably button check.
Oh, there's the water. Okay. Taking a little drink. Hydrate, folks. That's the reminder.
Yeah,
Willy telling you all to stay hydrated.
That's right. All right. Yeah, UberCheesecake. I mean, this is definitely a player that knows his stuff.
What? Why the flippy floppy? Why did we see that?
Yeah, what was that about?
See who are you throwing it to? Keep your feet. Look, I'm anti-flip-flops.
Chat going crazy right now.
Let me tell y'all, confession, I'm anti-flip-flops.
Anti-flip-flops?
I don't know, man.
I'm actually from Hawaii, but the thing is, in Hawaii we don't call them flip-flops. You know that?
No.
If you say flip-flop in Hawaii, people are like, well, you're from out of town. We would just say slippers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, even though they go between the toe, it's still a slipper?
They just call them slippers.
Just slipper across the board.
Slippers, or people say rubber slippers.
Rubber slippers?
Yeah, the rubber slippers, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a Hawaii thing. And everyone, like everywhere, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to put shoes on every day. You know, the beach and stuff, so.
Yeah,
but I feel it, especially like in the Midwest, it wouldn't make much sense.
Yeah, Midwest, hey, you know what? Actually, there's a ton of Midwesterners that do the shorts and flip-flops in the winter.
That's crazy.
Y'all are crazy.
That just means their power level is too dang high.
You're too Midwest for me, man.
Yeah, that could not be me.
I'm wearing socks all day. I'm comfy, I'm warm.
I do literally wear socks all day. Yeah, I'm with that. Oh, okay. So another UberCheesecake definitely getting all the zoners on stream. So now we got Matera.
How do you navigate Matera? This is going to be a nightmare here.
Well, the good news is Matera defensively, it's tough. Right? If Ladiva gets on top of it, actually, I mean, eating my own words, Dudeakoff actually fought out of that really well. But you know, this is the sort of character Matera. I always feel like Matera, the way you press Matera when she's got meter and when she doesn't, it's like two different beasts. Because a lot of the time they're just going to be looking to do reversal super. But
yeah, even still though, like depending upon the Matera, you see a lot more Advent with rush and drive shift. Yeah.
It's true. Yeah, back shift.
Back shift. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Even right there, just get me out of dodge.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's really nice because it only uses half meter, right?
Exactly.
So it's not so committal.
Yeah, and you can build so much meter just by zoning out the opponent, right? You're at full screen, keep chipping away.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm really impressed right now with Dudeakoff's, just the way that they kind of handled that round. Nice, just getting out of the car.
Yeah, nice jump out. Yeah. Not got the continued pressure, and we're gone. But immediately after jumping away, UberCheesecake already giving chase, not too far away from a 5H.
Yes. Ooh, that's going to be big. Yo, the double butterfly, that's sick.
Yes.
Pop both butterflies, 27 combo. Yeah, you know, I think the cool thing about Dudeakoff's playstyle is, like, you know, I think it can be tempting as a Matera player to, because I think the way Matera should be is you zone to set up your opportunity to go in, right?
Right.
Because, like, her offense can be pretty good.
Yes,
and then it's like, that didn't work? Okay, get back out of the zone.
Yeah.
I think against Ladiva, it can be tempting to just try to play the keep away game, but then get a little too predictable with it.
Right.
I think Dudeakoff is walking that balance really well.
Yeah, going in, applying that pressure.
Right.
But backed up with these butterflies. I think that's the most important factor here.
That's
but
right.
the jump
Wow.
in, nice from Dudeakoff.
Yeah, Dudeakoff looking really strong right now. Yeah. There's definitely something about, you know, this is actually, I think, our first match we're commentating where one of the contestants is not from the USA.
Yes, that is, yeah.
And, you know, I think there's an element of, like, oh, they traveled very far to come to this tournament. That probably means they
You might know a thing
care
or two.
about the game enough to, you know what
No,
I'm saying?
I never played the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it is cool to see, too, because, again, like we said at the top of this here, getting to see international competition is so rare. Like, we know it's out there, but getting to see the content, absolutely rare. Xerom, I know, out there, helping out with the EU scene, of course, definitely knowledgeable in that scene as well.
Yeah, shout out to Xerom. Also, much like myself, a close friend of the Smash community as well.
Yes,
So
yes.
really, really cool. Ooh, that's going to be tough. UberCheesecake. Maybe get a little bit, you know, feeling the pressure a little bit.
It's tough. This is such a tough matchup for Ladiva, especially too, like you're looking at this constant arrow pressure. You have to hold the butterfly setups. Nice back shift.
Oh, crazy little scuffle there with the jumps. Yeah, and you got to deal with this again.
And you're still chipping away too.
Yes. All cooldowns back online for Dudeakoff. Nice job.
Holding up back. Every time Uber gets close, Dudeakoff guaranteed to be holding up back.
Yeah. Okay, got to make something happen here. OD to keep corner. Ooh, well timed. Wow.
We're in the sky. That's not going to work out for you. Oh, okay, able to recover in time.
Yeah, that's crazy. So there's just not that much recovery frames on that, I guess.
No
Whoa,
kidding.
what was that? UberCheesecake with a weird.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't think that was, even Uber is reeling back after that input. That
That's
is not,
tough.
y'all can't see it, but that definitely was not what Uber was looking for.
That was a head shaker for sure. Okay, just around start Lariat, get on in there. Okay, nice. Mixes it up a little bit there. You know what I think that was? There's been so much up back from Dudeakoff after the first stomp that UberCheesecake was like, let me jump with you and see if you take the bait again.
Exactly. All right, good roll-throughs on the rainfall, but again, Dudeakoff just timing it ever so slightly slower just to make sure that Uber gets caught.
Oh, yeah, running on in, applying a little bit. Oh, baits that out. Very nice.
But to you, that's that Ladiva reversal.
Oh man, that 2L. Dang, you know, so they did nerf, I think, Matera's 2L at one point. That move used to be disgustingly good.
Her 5L is still disgusting.
Yeah, or is it 5L? It's the one that hits
The
low.
one that hits low while she's standing.
That's what I'm thinking. Sorry, yeah. I said 2L because it hits low. But yeah, you're right. Sorry,
One
far
would
L.
think,
Far L.
right?
Far L.
Yeah, far out, excuse me.
Yeah, they like nerfed it. I think they made it like, I think they expanded the hurt box because it used to be you could do it in some matches. You could do that move like kind of with impunity. It was like, yo, that move is crazy.
There's like no reason not to. And there's still really
It's still
no
good.
reason
It's still
not
great.
to,
Yeah, don't
right?
get me wrong.
It's a solid button here, but a very hard matchup for these two.
Definitely. No, that's a tough matchup for Ladiva for sure. I've always, for some reason, I'm just like a fan of really good Matera play. I think that Matera is one of these characters that I've always thought is like, how do I put this? Like, you know, she can feel scrubby at like a low level or whatever, because it's like, you know, she's a very simple, like, kind of zonery game plan. But I think that, like, the better and better you get, I think she becomes progressively, like, you know, people don't fall for people understand what she's looking for, and I think that, like, to make her work at the highest level, you know, navigating the way her defense is a little bit lacking. I've always thought, like, great Matera play is actually very sick.
I'm getting to the point now, and this just popped into my mind here, like, is Matera slowly becoming the Happy Chaos of Granblue?
Well, okay, slowly. I mean slowly.
Yeah, very slowly for sure. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. In what sense? Well, okay, long range.
First, long range. The lockdown play, it's hard to get in against this character, right? There are definitely characters that do have answers against her. There's definitely like a better matchup spread for Matera as compared to like what Happy Chaos would have, right? Because what losing matchup does Happy Chaos really have?
Yeah,
Geo Leo is probably like your closest, but even then it's like it's not necessarily losing.
It's not losing.
It's favorable.
Right. Like
But,
I can show you some Happy Chaos rounds where that matchup looks, you know, 9-1 Happy Chaos favor. You know, I can show you those rounds also exist.
Yes, yes. And in Granblue, like so many, like we said earlier, like so many of these characters have like a strong shot against each other. Sure, some might have to work a little bit harder than others, but the shot is still there potentially.
Yeah.
I think that's
so. To qualify your point and kind of add, add to it, I think that you're onto something, because I think the cool thing about Matera is she's always she's never been like top tier, right? She's never put at the very, very, very uppermost levels of character, you know, strength. But I do think she's the kind of character, because she gets to do her game plan.
Yeah.
In basically every matchup, she's the one, like, Matera is going to do the Matera stuff, and then you as the opponent are usually the one that's going to have to kind of navigate that. And I think that makes it so that she's actually a very, like, good, I think, pick for people that, you know, like, in tournament, like, she can always get it done.
Yes.
She can always get it done.
Yeah. Her
She's
win
never
condition
out
is
of
like
it.
very accessible.
Exactly.
Right? So, yeah.
Yeah.
But another character with win conditions that are very accessible is Cagliostro, which I do believe we saw selected here. We do have Diablo and Xerom up here.
Diablo and Xerom, yeah.
Yes.
Cagliostro definitely, yeah. So like strong set play, I would say. I'm not like that.
I like this.
Yeah, I don't know that I've seen this particular match. Oh, I've seen Zombie Moo and Ren play. That's the last time I saw this exact matchup.
Yes, there's that matchup. Charlotta, I think, has a lot of quick options to shut down, you know, those portals. I think that's very important, especially too how Charlotta can kind of navigate the space between herself and Cagliostro, making things difficult for Cac to really get set up. Again, like this is one of those matchups. It's like, hey, who's gonna get that knockdown first? Honestly.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, honestly, Charlotta, another character that has never really been like bad. You know, she's always just like Charlotta can always do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one for sure. And I feel like, you know, for a character like Charlotta, like she's got strong rushdown and strong offense, and I think that's the sort of thing that I think can be pretty valuable against a character like Cagliostro, who, you know, she's going to be more like setup oriented. She wants to kind of build up her win condition, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely, and she does have the tools to it. The 5H is so strong.
Right.
Oh, geez, nice side swap here too. Using that trap to let her get that opportunity. But we do have a fully charged rock in the background from Diablo.
That is right.
And I'm very concerned about when it's going to be used. Now it's fully charged. Yeah, now it's at the level 3 with the gold.
You were mentioning, yeah, that's just going to be a jam cross-up. You were mentioning, you know, the concept of like knowledge checks in this game, right?
Yeah.
Would you say that Cagliostro, there's a good number of, you know, knowledge checks in terms of how to deal with her stuff?
You know, I don't really think so as far as knowledge, because she's not really like much of a.
Well, I'm thinking like, for example,
much of a frame trappy character, right?
Well, I'm thinking like, for example, reacting to like teleport. Right?
Okay,
I think like teleport offense and stuff like that is like, you know, you kind of want to know, and we saw from Xerom.
Yes. Nice
there was like a moment where he was just like, no.
Yeah,
like go in auto combo.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. Yeah, absolutely. Like if you are caught sleeping at the wheel against Cagliostro, she kind of gets to run away with it.
Right.
You have to be able to show that you are ready defensively.
Yeah.
For Cagliostro's game plan.
Ooh, yeah, and I like the I love the unique action usage from Xerom's Charlotta there. That was sick. You don't really see shield that often, so when it actually gets used, it's like, oh yeah, that's the thing. I forgot about that.
Especially too, I think that's the first one was used on the low trap, and I think that's the second time it was used on trap too. Or
it's got some, you know, it's got some niche uses against certain set play characters. Like I remember when Zoe came out, people realized you could use it against the dragon sweep strike or whatever it's called, the laser beam.
It depends upon the range of the fireball. So like you'll get some really interesting scenarios where if the parry hits the fireball and the opponent is close enough within that range, they just sucked right into that and the animation goes.
Exactly, yeah. Nice air throw right there. That was really cool. Yeah, Xerom right now.
Yes. No surprise that Xerom is locked and in control. No tactical move for you.
For real. Oh, and catching Diablo push a button right there. Yeah, what the DP? Hello?
Over overdrive, there's no escape. It's still your corner.
That's crazy. OD chip damage.
That was impressive.
I was really impressed with that DP. Because, you know, I think keeping pressure with DP is kind of ballsy. I'm not going to lie to you.
You are not allowed to leave this corner.
Yeah, for real. Okay, nice. Waiting out the teleport to use the Holy Ladder. Back into the pressure.
Get out the hands.
Ooh.
Rush to continue. Nice jump there. What a call out from Diablo. No, nothing to do in here. Xerom still on defense.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, this is going to be a full combo, I think. You can go into DP or just, or Demon Flip Reset. Yes, that is a, I don't know what to call it. It's like not quite a frame. It looks like you're trying to combo with the dive kick follow-up, but you're not. It just frame kills and puts you right on top of it. It's such a disgusting setup.
Like, and the fear is, like, okay, is that still going to be active when I wake up, or is that done? I don't know.
I think, and I think that it's really tough because in that spot, I think if you go into the low, I think you get that juicy meaty hit where it's like plus.
Right.
So that's actually like a really scary. I kind of realized that like the best way to use Demon Flip is honestly like at the end of like when you get a knockdown to get like a really juicy kind of pressure reset. That's like the best time to use it.
Yeah, Charlotta is so scary to deal with in a corner situation like that, especially with a character like CALLISTO who does not have that reversal. So you have to worry about picking up enough meter to get overdrive. And then once that condition is hit, Charlotta knows it too.
Yeah.
So then it becomes, when do I get to activate overdrive if you ever let me have the chance?
Right. Yeah. Xerom has been a beast at this game for a very long time.
Yeah.
Diablo, Diablo coming in from out of town, but Xerom definitely one of, I think, you know, I don't know if it's like favorite for top 8 or anything, but I think Zerom's definitely one of those. Yeah, probably close.
Like once we get to that top 24 territory, it's going to get really scary, right? I'd even stretch to say top 48 would be like really scary as well.
Oh yeah, a lot of heavy hitters. I'm not sure what the to be honest with you, I haven't looked at the bracket. I don't know what the. Do you know, like, if there's any JP rep or you know?
Oh no, this
like
weekend I don't believe there's any Japanese representation this weekend. For sure, we've seen some EU, we've seen some. I'm pretty sure Central American representation. Chat, you might want to correct me on that one, and but for sure EU and US obviously. Unfortunately, this is another opportunity for both East and West to kind of collaborate as well too, because that's not as rare as like international competition, but still a rare opportunity, a great one, because Granblue players always support each other coast to coast.
That's right.
Y'all continue to kill it out here. And I'm so glad to see all you back out here at Cobble Breaker. So next, Langston returns.
That's right.
with
Speaking of seeing somebody back, Langston, a repeat customer here, and we've got, looks like Tickle Me More.
Tickle Me More.
Catalina.
Yes.
Catalina, of course, you are watching on, Callisto stream. So this is a kind of a, I don't know, right? This is the canonical kind of protagonist character here on this stream.
Yeah,
is that fair to say?
For what? For Catalina?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, this is the only pro tag we've really had outside of Jita, of course.
Outside of Jita.
Yeah. But yeah, Tickle Me More with the Catalina had different routing changes as the time went on, but her damage did not go away by any stretch of imagination.
That's true. That's true. I feel like the thing with Cat is like, so character that was considered incredibly strong at launch, and I think that, has seen somewhat of a, like, by the way, I just gotta say, that outfit, I've not seen that color.
I've not seen this
that color
is
sick.
nice.
That is such a cool color. I am so, anyway, whatever, sorry. Not to be distracted here. Yeah, I think the thing about Cat is, like, if you're cracked with the hit confirms, she can definitely get it done, but I think that, like, that's more of a thing that you have to be able to do versus a lot of other characters.
Yeah.
I don't know if, like, Rush helps her out a bunch in that regard. Maybe.
Yeah,
like
I would say, especially too, depending upon the ranges that you're at, you definitely get some solid extensions with her getting in Rush as well.
Right.
But yeah, she definitely benefited from just the new mechanics in general. But yeah, against Percy though. Oh,
against Percy. I mean, Percy's good at a lot of the same things that I think she's good at.
That's fair.
Range,
that's very fair.
They're both like, strong mid-range.
Mid-range,
characters that, like, they're not going to do anything crazy. They're not, crazy set play characters. They're just very, very solid overall.
Yeah, the neutral is going to be very important here. I think I almost said that Catalina is probably the one that has like the better neutral compared to Percy, but I think that's only because that Fireball tool being a little bit different than what the Fireball is for Percy.
Yeah.
But you have a a lot of scary situations that person can set up to close the gap, whereas Cat can just kind of maintain distance to the corners. The armor is going to be really important here. Big punish.
Big punish here. Ooh. Nice throw tech right there. Wow, yeah, Langston is scrapping.
Oh, jeez. Look at this. Max range. Oh, unfortunately, an early preemptive spot dodge. Try to avoid the retaliation of Langston.
That's right.
That was the capitalization there. Let's.
Yeah, More barely going to survive that one. Wow, that was a... I was very bold to jump in like that, I think, just running across the screen and jumping in. Langston does not press an anti-air, but does kind of win the ensuing scramble. Gonna take that first round.
Ooh, 2L, you will not throw me today.
That's right. Nothing to let you into throw range.
Nice knockdown. Jump install, okay. Yeah, just adjusting that jump arc is definitely a way to throw out the opponent, especially on their wake up.
Yeah, like run, neutral jump, things like that. Yep. Langston gonna walk up close.
Good rush confirm with that EXDP. Able to get a charge.
For sure. And, yeah, and about to hit 50%. So probably has racked up enough damage now to rush confirm for the kill. Ooh, Tickle Me More's gonna go in. Yeah, Skybound hard.
Yeah, on the other side of the coin there is exactly what we saw. Just one confirm away from death. Like, yes, you got close, Langston.
Yeah, this game, I think, like, you know, they use this term in, like, card games, you know, like, breakpoints, like, HP breakpoints. Like, once you're, and it's the kind of thing where it's like, okay, this is the life now where, like, if they get a hit, they can confirm a kill.
Yeah.
You know, and then, like, I think being able to throw into a kill is a breakpoint. Being able to universal overhead for a kill is a breakpoint. And I feel like there's been good awareness on both sides so far.
So nice counter poke out. I mean, it's the battle of who's got the stronger poke. Ooh, trying to get the arm a little bit early to let that one rip, and Langston going to take advantage.
Yes. Getting the stocks online. Yeah, that's going to do it.
The EX Fafnir is a grip.
Yeah, that does a chunk of damage, too. All right, Langston.
With the 0-2. You did not go 0-2.
Yeah,
I think you can remove the hat.
You did not go 0-2, bro. You might be making it out of pools. Not gonna lie.
You might get a burrito. You might get to eat dinner tonight.
That is true. Yeah, that's the ultimate prize. And this is the first combo breaker, if I'm not mistaken, that's at this Chipotle prize.
A lot of cool stuff with that too, especially with the collaboration with Street Fighter 6. Get some points, get some costume items.
Very sick. Ooh. Langston with very active defense in the corner, you know?
Yeah.
Some of these, we've seen some players like kind of get locked down and kind of, you know, take it. Langston's like, no, we're scrapping.
And Percy's definitely a character that you can say, hey, you're not allowed to bully me, all right?
Yeah.
You just cannot do this. Nice finish there. Langston up 1 round. And it's the match point here, too, for Langston. Tickle Me More.
Yeah. Tickle Me More. I feel like in neutral, Tickle Me More doing fine overall. But, yeah, when they get on top of each other, I feel like Langston's the one getting confirmed, the one that's getting, you know, all the high mileage stuff.
Yeah.
Gets thrown back there. Wow. Ooh.
Interrupt. Yeah, the bravery from Langston. Like, look, I got a round ahead of me. Like, what do I got to lose?
Right. Langston's pushing a lot of buttons, but at the right time.
Yeah.
Which, like, I don't know. Wow.
That was really cool. The back shift to get a whip punish to force out the situation. Some next level stuff right there. And Langston does advance in this bracket.
Yeah, you know, it's really, that might have been actually literally to get out of pools. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. I mean, I honestly feel like, yeah, if you're fighting Langston, I almost feel like the way you deal with that is you just, like, you know, enforce more plus frames, you know, like, really punish him. You got to make your opponent feel the, like, oh, I can't push a button. Yeah. I will get punished, you know?
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to see how the rest of this bracket turns out, too, because, like, a character that I would think is going to kind of shut that down would be a character like Belial, right? You got your pinwheel set up on knockdown, and you go with your plus frame follow-ups.
Right. But, even like 6, you know?
Right,
for example,
6 would be great. Yeah, constant Charlotta's a good call, too. But unfortunately, that is going to do it here for this block of Pools Granblue Fantasy Versus. We still have more coming at you tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central. Still plenty. And, you know, top 8's tomorrow as well, too.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Definitely
enjoy
that.
So we're going to resolve the whole bracket tomorrow.
Yes,
Would you know what time that top 8 is going to be? I just want to make sure I'm in the crowd for that.
That top 8 tomorrow is going to be...
I assume kind of later in the day.
I should know. I'm on it. It's probably like 7 o'clock, right?
Yeah,
If I'm not mistaken.
Probably, that would make sense.
We're 8 p.m. 8 p.m. I was close. 8 p.m.
8
for
p.m.
top 8.
Okay, I'm probably going to be in the crowd then. So
there we go. But
yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll do here. We got a few more ads to close this out. And more Combo Breaker 2023 is on the way. Thank you again, Toph, for hanging out with me.
This was super dope. Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's a really good time. Cool to you know, I don't know. It's been a while since I've casted this game, but I'm definitely trying to get back into it because it's just so.
We rise.
Such a pleasure. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We're rising.
That's right.
We're going to be rising here in just a moment. Don't go away, folks.